it's Matt from Britical Saiyans here, and today I'm going to show you my Trunks God deck. So, start off with the leader. So it's going to activate main once per turn. You can choose one black card in your hand and essentially warp and draw 2 cards. It's Awakening if you got 4 less life, or if you got 5 or more Saiyan cards in your warp, you draw 1, get an energy back, and you flip them over. When he attacks, he draws 2 cards, and you can choose a card from your hand and send to your warp. Auto once per turn, when your opponent attacks Unison card, you can switch this card to active mode. But he is also a blocker right at the top there, right above the first auto. But he's got also activate main once per turn, Spirit Boost 1, where you can place 2 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area. Choose us one of your opponent's battle cards to send you into warp. So a bit of spot removal and recycling cards like your warp to do more overwhelm. Pretty good. And then the Unison I got with for the deck is the one that's actually themed for the deck, and that's the Supreme Kai Time. So auto once per turn, if your leader card is black, Trunks Future Xeno, well, say Future Xeno? What? Trunks Xeno. I know why I've done that, is because I've been playing so much Trunks Future. So yeah, when a battle card is played from your warp, you draw a card out of marker's card. So playing cards from your warp will increase the amount of markers on this card, as well as drawing your cards, which is always nice. And then it's +1, activate main. If your leader card is a black Saiyan card, you can play, you send up to 3 cards on top of your deck to your warp. So it's just fueling your warp to get you more cards in there to do more skills, because a lot of them are like, if I'm in the warp, do this. So onto the extra cards now. So we got 2 instant transmission, 10 times come here. So this is a counter attack, but you negate the attack, and then when you use it as a negate, you can place up to 2 black battle cards in your warp into your drop. But then it also has a skill, while it's in drop, where you pay a black, you choose 2 cards from your hand and send to your warp, and add this back from your drop to your hand. This is the how to explain these ones. What were these ones called again? These are just like the negate blockers, basically the ones that every other colour got from the evolution booster. Black finally got theirs. So you either pay 2, or when you got 5 or less life, you take a life, and then you negate the attack, and then play a blocker. So that's for them. Then we got 3 copies of the Realm of the Gods Crimson Heroes Strike. I'm going to grab a non-blinky version to read. Even though it not actually makes a difference to that card, but still. So we've got Activate Battle. If your leader card and all your energy are all black, you choose one of your cards that gets 10,000 for the battle, and then choose one. If it's your turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards that energy cost greater than their current energy, sent to you in his warp. If it's your opponent's turn, draw a card. Place up to 3 cards on top of your deck in your drop area, so it helps set up your overwhelm and having spot removals. Nice. And then the last of the extra cards is Birth of the Crimson Hero. So you pay 1 black, and you can look at top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 1 black Saiyan card for energy cost of 5 less than 1 into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So that's great. And it's got Activate Battle, Limit 1, Burst 1. If your leader card is black Trunks Xeno, and this card is in there, and you place this card at the bottom of your deck, from your warp, you choose your leader card or Unison card, and it gains 5k for the battle. So it's a recyclable card. Being a 1's fine. I feel I tried it at higher numbers and just didn't really do it all that much. So it's just like, I'll keep it in as a low number, because then if it comes up, it comes up. And then we got battle cards now. So for the 1 cost, we got the Trunks. This is just your 1 drop generic searcher for these type of things now, whereas it's always going to be play it, look at top 5, add your Unison, add whatever. So in this case, it's your top 5 for a energy cost or less black Saiyan, or specified cost 2 Unison. And then probably one of the best 1-drops from the set for black easily is this Goku. It's on play, you draw a card. what makes it so good now is you don't have to use the counter-attack Goku Xeno. That's the massive difference, is you can just use this to draw a card now and have it as a Goku Xeno. Obviously having a counter-attack and negate is great, but the other one was just a negate. It didn't even have 5k combo. So, honestly, the card's fantastic. And then we got a 1-1 split on the True Fighting Spirits. So, the Goku got unique errata onto him, and the Goku was hit with unique. Vegeta hasn't been hit. He's fine. He's all good. So they both had deflect, and then they both have, when it attacks, you can take a life and against 10k. But then the difference is their bottom skills. Goku's case, if your opponent activates a counter skill, they choose cover the hand and center the warp. Vegeta's skill, if they untap energy with a non-awakened skill, they choose a card from and assign to their warp. So the Goku was so oppressive, it was ridiculous. The card either needed to be limited, unique, which is what happened. I think banning might have been a bit too far. But what they've done to it is perfectly fine. So for 2 costs, we've got the Black Super Combo Vegeta. It is a Vegeta Xeno. It bottom decks, it draws 2. Why not? It's, no downside to using it. We got 4 of the Gohan. So this is a blocker. When it's played from your warp, you can send up to 3 cards from the top of your deck to your warp. So it basically putting 2 back in because you're taking 1 out. So you're gaining 2. And then when it's in the warp, you can pay a black to get it out. And then we've got 3 copies of Pan. Pan is Topo for black, but she's restricted to only the Trunks Xeno leader. But the difference is she doesn't actually negate the attack, but you still discarding a card. It's just for the rest of the attacks, your opponent's going to warp 2 cards. Or is it placement a drop? 2 cards on a drop, sorry. And then we got 1 Goten, which is similar to the Gohan, apart from the fact that he's his skill is you can Spirit Boost to gain a crit. So he's a one-off that if he comes up early enough, it's like you got Unison out turn 2, and you got this guy out from your turn 1 maybe because you knew you had your Unison out, and it's like, well, okay, I'm going to swing with a crit. If you want to put that crit pressure on, if it comes up early, it comes up early. If it doesn't, then he's just there as a fodder. So for the 3 costs then, we've got 2 copies of the Supreme Kai, the counter-attack one. So this one, I was going to go for this one. So counter-attack, negate attack, and you're playing this card. If you or your opponent have 3 or more cards in their warp, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so it becomes a 1 cost. In this deck, that is so easily to do because your leader is putting cards in there every turn. Easily done. And then if your leader card is black, when this card is played using counter attack skill, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, send to your owner's warp. At the end of the turn, the card comes back with its skills negated. So you can play this, get rid of the card that's attacking, or get rid of a different card for preemptive. But yeah, so that's why it's in here. It's just a nice little spot removal for a turn. It could save you. It could get rid of a double striker. Yeah, you get my idea. Alright, so we've got 2 copies of Vegeta Demonstration of Might, and I'll just put this next card with it, and Trunks Elite Descendant. This was Jonah's idea, not mine. It was like Jonah's going, just put this in, just try it, just do it. So basically you overwhelm 3 by paying 1 for the Trunks, which then gets this Vegeta. This Vegeta has overwhelm 3, and then you can activate main, where you choose him and the Trunks and send to the warp and draw a card. But it says choose this card in one of your black battle cards with energy cost of 3 or less. But because you played this one out with overwhelm, it's leaving anyway. But it has to be a play up to 1 Vegeta Xeno card with energy cost of 3 from your deck in rest mode. So it's like, well, okay, well, you pay 3, alright, well, pay 1, overwhelm 3, play this in rest mode, swing with this, it's skill, warp them both, draw a card, and that way you're not losing out on cards. And then the last of 3 costs is just a mirror, just when it's played using overwhelm. Because it's an overwhelm 3, you make your opponent discard a card. So it's always nice. And then for the full costs, we've only got 3 copies of the Super Saiyan 3 Trunks. So he's got unique, so having 3 is fine. And I think 3 is a good number for this guy anyway, because once you kind of got him in the warp, if he goes back into warp, it's not a problem, because you can just use his activate main to bring him back out. So 3 is just the right ratio to see him, really. He's got a permanent for 10 or more black cards in your warp. He gains double strike. His activate main, limit 1, spirit boost 1, pay a black. If your leader card is Trunks Xeno card, play this card from your warp. So, I mean, this why he's unique is just because you just sort of go, I play this, next turn I'll play another one, turn after I'll play another one, and you got 3. Well, if you run 4, but in my case 3 20k double strikers, good to go. So yeah, 3 is a good number. So for 5 costs, I only have 2 copies of his Trunks, the SR for the deck. Now, I would like to have a minimum of 3, and if I had a minimum of 3, the next cards coming up, their ratios would be slightly, well, okay, that'd be 1 copy instead of 2 copies of the next card, or there would have been slight changes earlier on, but because I only got 2, I can do what I can do. So it's got deflect and dual attack permanent. If this card is removed from your battle area, it's sent to the warp. No, it's not. Sorry, it is removed from the game instead if it leaves the battle area, which is another reason why you want at least 3. Because if it goes bye bye, it is gone bye bye. It's got also, when it attacks, you can choose, well, place up to 3 black battle cards from your warp into your drop area. Activate main, pay 2 black. If your leader card is black and there are 8 or more cards in the warp, play this card from your drop. Well, play this card from your drop. Play this card from your warp. My God, it's been a long day. So yeah, that's what that does. It helps you recycle for your overwhelm and can play himself out. Just don't let him die. So for the 6 costs now, we've got an overwhelm 6 double strike crit Goku. I just kind of just attached to this card now because it's just a nice, like, if you haven't got the overwhelm 6s that everybody else is using, like the thing is a Bardock, isn't it? It's got dual attack. This is the next best thing, really. It's a 20k double crit. The opponent's not going to like it, and it doesn't cost anything. It's just overall done. Why not? And then we've got 2 copies of the Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. So this is overwhelm 6 for paying 3 black. He has dual attack. He's 30k, but when he's played using overwhelm, you get to choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand and send them to the war. So he rips 2 cards out of your opponent's hand and be the 30k dual attack B-stick. It's lovely. The next 2 cards are one-offs, and they're both 8 costs. So first up is the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta thwarting the Dark Empire. This is the one from the set, not the promo. So bear that in mind. So this one has triple attack, blocker, permanent. While this card is in rest mode, it can't be KO'd by an opponent's skills. Auto, once per turn, when this card attacks, your opponent chooses 2 cards in their hand and 2 of their battle cards, ignoring barrier, and sends them to the owner's warps. At the end of the turn, switch this card to active mode. So you can go 1, 2, 3. On the first one, they lose 4 cards. And then you got a 35k blocker for your opponent's turn. But you bring you out with his activate main, a paying 4. You choose a Son Goku Xeno and a Vegeta Xeno card in your battle area and or drop area. Send to your warp and play this card from your hand. So it's very, very powerful. And then top it off, we got a secret rare, the Brainwashed Kai. Ooh. So ultimate double strike servant. For those who can't know what servant is, it basically means that the card has 10k power. And then when it's in rest mode and it comes back to your turn and you start untapping all your things, they can't untap, they're stuck. That's what serving is. Activate battle, pay a black. If you've got 3 or more energy, you can play this card from your hand. Then she's got activate main / battle, pay 1. If your leader card is black and you remove this card from the game, until the start of your next turn, your opponent can't attack with battle cards or using cards unless they choose a card from their hand, choose a card from their life, and place it in a drop area each time. So if the opponent wants to try and kill you, you can just be like, no. no. So if you've got 2 energy open, it's great because it'd be an activate battle as well for both effects. So like, well, okay, I'll play this out in the first battle, and then I'm pretty sure that you can't do this activate battle on the bottom skill the same time you do the bottom, well, the top one. So you can't do it, play it, and then in the same battle pay 1 to, because that'd be weird. Although it wouldn't surprise me if it could work like that. So
I think you would have to have it on.
Yeah, you'd have to have it in play initially. So you do one, and then on the next battle do it again. But it's just one of those timing cards that can honestly save you so much. Alright guys, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. So bye bye.